My name is Gio Rodriguez, and today I'm going to show you how to do a real traditional Cuban sandwich. We have two very important ingredients. First, the bread, of course, and it has to be authentic Cuban bread. The second is the pork. I'm going to talk about the pork later. You won't be able to find this bread on any stores, but you will find them at Gio's. Okay, this is authentic as I can get. All right, you will see. It looks like French bread. It is not French bread. Second, the pork. You have to have the authentic recipe to make this sandwich successful. All right. So this is not a spicy pork. This is not a sweet pork. It's a combination of flavors. So we're gonna have hickory smoked ham, premium ham. You're gonna have Swiss cheese. You're gonna have mustard. You're gonna have pickles, dill pickles. Okay. At Gio's, we do the Cubano Tampa style. We mix the mustard with mayonnaise. Miami only use pure mustard. The Tampa Cubano, they add a Genoa salami. You know, the Italian had to bring a little bit of their touch into the Cubano sandwich. All right, we have it at the house. We do that sandwich to Tampa, which is my favorite, by the way. So first we're going to cut the bread halfway. It's just an amazing and unique recipe for Cuban bread. So we're going to go ahead and do the mustard. Make sure that you cover all corners in the bread, so when you bite, you get the flavor of the mustard. And then we're going to cut the pork. So we're going to do small and thin slices. And we're going to go ahead and put the ham on the bottom. We're gonna do only 2 slices of ham. You don't want to overpower the ham. Remember, it's hickory smoked ham, all right? And this is slow roasted pork, and Cuban as it can get, all right? So just cover all the bread, the top. Then we go with the pickles to the other side of the bread, all right? I'm sure you guys want to know the history of this sandwich. Florida in general is full of immigrants from all over the world. There is Swiss cheese here, there is ham from Spain, there is pork from Cuba, and bread, and the mustard. I mean, it's a combined culture that built this amazing sandwich. All right, so we got everything done here. We got the pork, we got the ham, we got the Swiss, and we got the pickles. We're gonna go to the kitchen, you're gonna follow me, and we're gonna put this in the oven for about a minute or 2 until the cheese melts. All right, so we are here. We are at Gio's kitchen. And here is our Cubano. It's gonna go into the oven. We got everything ready here. The oven must be really hot. In my restaurant, that's how we do it. At home, I don't recommend to pump up the oven so hot. 350 is fine. All right, there we go. Cubano is in the oven. I want to talk about the pork. Okay, let me give you a little tip about how to make a perfect Cuban pork. See, this is the pork that goes into the Cubano, and the pork that we use for pork asados. Marinated citrus, garlic, cumin, a little bit of oregano, and juices, orange juice, lemon juice, marinated overnight. Put it in the oven at 250 to 300, slow cooked, and depend on the weight. You want to always temperature. You want to take it off the oven about 180 Fahrenheit to 200. Don't go over 200. You're going to overcook and it's going to get dry. So if you want it crispy like that, when the pork is about temperature about 175, pump up the oven all the way and give it a few minutes, and it will do crispiness. All right. So we're gonna put this back in the oven real quick. I just temperature a few minutes ago, and it was ready. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and check our Cubano. Let's take it out of the oven. We're gonna press and toast. All right. So another thing, at home, you can put butter. I mean, that's how I would do it when I'm home. I would do the butter. We do olive oil on the press. This is a professional press, commercial brand. It's very hot, very, it's just a few seconds so the bread doesn't burn. By the way, it's a great toaster. See how perfectly toasted, how the cheese is melted. You want to hear that crunchy coming out of there. Look at this perfectly done Cuban sandwich. See, it's not a chunk of bread, pork with a chunk of ham and cheese. No. Everything is perfectly done there. That is the beauty of Gio's. So let's give it a taste. My God. You guys have to try this. To wrap it up, the tip for the pork, I use skinless pork, boneless pork butt. Marinate it overnight if you can, or at least preferable to a couple hours before you put it in the oven. Treat your meat gentle, careful, rub it, give it some love, some passion there, because that goes into your system. So put it in the oven until the pork gets colorful. Like I say, tender, pump it up the oven to 400 to get it crispy, but right after inside temperature is over 175. Don't do it before, because you will not get the perfect meat like that. And if you have any questions, come here to Gio's, try our food, our meal. We have many variety of Cuban sandwiches here, and you will love it. So for those who doesn't have a sandwich press, you can simply have a pan, 2 pans, very important, medium low temperature, butter with the Cubano, foil paper on top, and then hold it together. And that will get the bottom crispy. Wait for a few minutes, flip it over, put some butter, foil paper, and pan. Again, hold it up for about a few minutes, and you will have a perfectly done Cubano sandwich.